Good morning and sliding into afternoon. Judy Allan here in San Antonio, Texas with Teach Me Nana. And today it's going to be all about creating for a friend. Originally I was going to do a scrapbook page for us, which I might post that out there. But the thing is I have a friend in need, so I'm going to create for a friend today, and I'm going to show you what we're going to do. Here in San Antonio, it's still in the 90s, around 98 degrees. Today's supposed to be the high. But we also have migration of butterflies, so they inspired me a little bit today too. So with that, let's go down the hands. I'm going to show you what I've done with the Sweet Sunflower kit and how I've used the materials in there to create what we're going to create today. Alright, so let's do this. And if you're out there, be sure to say hello. Hello, Jennifer. You know, we like to enjoy that. We're going to be live on Sunday at 4 and giving away door prizes. So if you've commented or whatever out there, we'll sit there be giving away prizes from you. So we're going to add a little few things today, because since I'm creating for a friend, she's had several losses in her family, just in immediate family, just in the last month. All right, so I changed gears today. We're going to use some of the stuff from the kit, right? I tell you always to save leftovers. I've fussy cut some stuff, and I've got some more leftover stuff here. So today I'm trying to decide when I'm creating for my friend, I'm creating some home decor. A few things you want to keep in mind is what kind of frame or shadow box. Here you can see I did some fussy cutting here. So I'm going to show you how I got to everything, okay? So this is where we're going to be putting together. All right? I have fussy cut this stuff in advance, so you're not going to watch me fussy cut today. We've done fussy cutting. And so the choice is, I'm using scraps, all right? So if you're wondering what I did, I'm just using some scraps. We have choices. And originally, I thought I would just do a 6x6. And I'll show you what that looks like if you don't know what that looks like. On this paper, grid paper here, if I push it up a little bit for you, a little bit more. Okay. So it has lines on here, and I can easily measure. This is a 6x6. So I started off with a 6x6. And I actually had to use the card to remind me what order these flowers and stuff were in. I'm putting the measurements down here for you too. Okay? So, I was using this. This is what I sliced and diced. I just took this here, cut it up. If you saw a few weeks ago, I did like the stained glass effect, which this is just taking this up a level, right? So originally I was thinking I was going to do a 6x6 because I know I can get a 6x6 frame easily. But then it really didn't leave me a lot of flexibility to add anything else. So I moved it right along to an 8x8. Because when the 6x6 didn't work, I thought, all right, let's go do some math to see what I need. So I just wanted to show you that that's all I'm doing. It says, for starters, I'm cutting it. I sliced and diced this here. I think it was a week or so ago. We sit there and I showed you how we sit there and center cut this 4 inches across. And we actually left equal amounts on each side, and we created a stained glass look card. So it's sort of the same effect, except the fact that now I've used 2x2s from here when I cut out the 4. I cut out a 4x4 from this section here, right? We just cut out a 4x4, and I used a ruler to measure it because I wanted to make sure I got most of my flowers, right? So I just made sure I cut a 4x4, and then I just cut it in half and half to get 2x2s. And then I'm going to use the leftover stuff to use some other things. So that's how I got there. So then from here, all I did was I sized it up. This is actually the green from the card. I cut it in half. Here it is whole. I save it all so I can show you. See right here? So then what I did with that is I just cut 2 1/4 pieces square, and I used it. All right, now I did have to add this color here. This is crushed curry, but if you're one of my subscribers, you've already got that because I sent it to you. The only thing you wouldn't have is the 8x8 Blackberry Bliss, and this is my friend's favorite color. So she loves purple, and so I went with Blackberry Bliss because it goes very well with this, and I know she likes this color too. So for me, I was just setting up like this here, just trying to do it equal amounts, and this is where we're going to build from, okay? And I'll show you how we did it as we go along. So I have to keep in mind, you know, if I'm going to get a frame, what size of frame, right? So I can get a frame for an 8x8. I can actually maybe get one a little bit bigger if I wanted to. It just depends. So you need to keep that in mind when you're making home decor. Are you going to put it in a shadow box? Are you going to put it in a standard frame that you can easily buy wherever you want to buy your frames from? And I'm just going to center it, right? So I just start with one. Yes, I did eyeball it. I didn't measure it. And I assure you, my friend isn't going to measure it. She is going to be so delighted that I made this. And really what I want to do is I want to bring some of her favorite stuff, but I also want to just bring some sunshine to her, right? Because of the losses and everything else. You know, that's just a lot. That is just a lot. Just even losing one person that you love. I'm trying to double check my flowers here. Just losing one person that you love is enough. So to lose that, and it's all for various reasons, but this is also why I always tell you to go and create, share, and give, right? Because it'll make somebody's day. It'll help them through times. Maybe they're not even having anything going on, but it just brings a smile to their face, right? So that's what it's all about. So that's what it's about today, is I'm creating for my friend. So I can surprise her and give her some sunshine. It's not going to solve everything, right? But at least she has something she can go look at, knowing that I made for her to bring her some sunshine. I did say hers. So yes, there you go. I narrowed it down for you in case you were guessing. I didn't put that in the comments, but at least did it here. So see, this is just nothing more than putting some squares together, right? And I actually did. I had to go do the math to make sure. I thought, okay, I did the 6 by 6, and before I go and cut an 8 by 8, or even do another size, let me go see what's going to work for me today. All right, I'm just going to put it here, and I'm not really too worried about everything here, because I can tell you why. Is that's what we're going to work on here. This was already in the kit. I stamped it in advance, so I already know I'm going to put it right here, because she is a one-of-a-kind friend. She's very special to me. And I have options. Now see, I originally was going to put this on dimensionals because I was too busy talking. I put it on tape. So what I was originally going to do is stick some of this here underneath, and I'm not going to be able to do that now without creating issues. Alright, if I have to, I will. If I have to, I'll pull that up and put it on dimensionals, but we'll work around it for the moment, okay? So I've added some things. I fussy cut this. And I went ahead and fussy cut this right here also. So if you're saying, where did that come from in the kit? Well, I'm glad you asked that question, because I have that answer. It comes from this right here. So when you fussy cut around this was not too bad. This is very easy. But when you come around these little flowers here, you have to be careful, because you actually need the little piece to hold it together. And you'll see that in a minute when I pull it out and I go to use it. But other than that, it's easy to cut out and everything else. So actually here, when I fussy cut this out of it, I just left a little bit of the ridges that come with it versus making it smooth. Because you know what? If you go outside and look at the flowers, that's about how it's going to be, right? So I'm going to put this up on dimensional. So right now, I'm just going to figure out what else I want to add. I already had this as a scrap, and I thought that would look really cool to put this up here. And then have some more flowers down here. And this was just leftover. So if you want to know what that is nothing more than the leftover right here. See? Or you can, it's easier to look at it from this angle. See here? It's just the leftover piece for when I cut the flowers out. Alright? I don't like to waste beautiful paper. And this is the same thing. It's just a corner from that very same thing I just showed you. And I figured I could put it right here and right here, just to add a little extra color over here. Okay, and let's see what else. If you've ever done flower arranging, it's always like, can you hide some of your work? Well, yeah, you can. Alright, so I'm just sort of like, so it doesn't look so blockish, I'm just adding some different things here. Hello, Sue. It is a gorgeous kit. Gorgeous, 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 and we can do so many things with it. That's the nice thing. Alright, for me at the moment, I think that is all I'm going to add. I was going to see what else I fussy cut that I might would add. I don't know that would add that. That would be a little bit much. Okay, so I'm not going to rush this at the moment. I like what I have so far, but we can keep on adding, right? Because I also am going to do a little different today. I'm going to add these little embellishments here. These are little flowers and these are butterflies because these are some of her favorites. And these are also some of her favorites. And I don't know if I'm going to use these or I might. That looks very nice. I might could use this right here. I really like that. Let's see how that'll look if I float this out here. These are some of her favorite things. So that's what I've done. I'm trying to incorporate some of her favorite things. So if I add these, though, this is definitely going to have to be a frame on the outer, right? Or I'll have to put another piece of paper behind it, which is, you can do that too. So I'm going to add butterflies and I'm going to add this. I'm going to leave those there for the moment while I go ahead and get these down at least with some dimensionals. And then we can go from there. Because I really want to get it out to her hopefully this weekend. If not, I'll do it the first part of next week. So it's got to be done, right? Okay, so let me get at least the smaller flowers. I'm just going to put up on smaller dimensionals. We have plenty of these left over in your kits. Just go in your kits. Save all your stuff. So I always tell you to save your scraps and your leftover dimensionals. I use mine all up first before I go to my regular ones that I have for my regular stash. But it's all because, you know, you can use them for other things. And we always have other things, right? Right. I do like this kit very much. It's got such beautiful flowers. It's such beautiful. Everything's just beautiful and intense in it. And the thing is, you know, for us, sunflowers, if they're growing right now, they'll be right now, right here. I don't know where you live. Sunflowers, or they're not going to depend on the temperature, right? But sunflowers are fascinating because they follow the sun. I don't know this, technically how they got their name, but I would believe it for sure if somebody told me that. But it's pretty amazing. I've been in the Midwest and just seen fields and fields of sunflowers, and it's just really beautiful. So there you go. So that's what I talked about today is, you know, creating for a friend. Is knowing like right about what their favorite colors are, what they might like. And this friend, you know, it's hard to find really good, true friends. We have a lot of acquaintances in life. But true friends, you know, you'll sit up there and you'll do stuff for one another, help each other out. Doesn't mean I won't do stuff for other people too. But my true friend, I want to make sure that I can help out as much as I can to make her smile. Alright, so I'm just going to put this over the top because I already know this is going to be the center. So if you're making something like this, I don't stress out how perfect the center is. I mean, I try to make it as perfect as possible, eyeballing it. But I also know I'm going to put other stuff on it and it won't matter, right? Because it's going to cover it up. Okay, and I can put some bling or something on there in a minute. Let's go ahead and get this down. I want to get my stuff down that I know for sure is staying. That's not going to move. And that way it just allows me to add more. If I want, right? You don't have to add more if you want. If you're happy and satisfied with what you got, then leave it, right? So you don't need to add stuff just for the sake of adding stuff. If you're happy with what you got, let it go and just put it down. Okay? So yes, we have made... I've made a number of cards from this kit, and I've had a lot of fun with it. You know, and that's what it's all about, right? It's not only creating and giving, but you know, you got to enjoy it too. And I am going to center this. Normally, I would tell you don't have to, but I can already tell with all the stuff I want to put on here for my friend, because it's all special to her, is I'm going to have to either put another background behind this, maybe white, and put it in a frame, because again, I don't want my frame, if I put it in a shadow box, it's not going to cover up anything, right? But if I put it in a frame, frames have a tendency to cover a little bit of the edges, so that's going to limit me a little bit, and I am in the mode today not to be limited, because when I create for a friend, or even a family member, really, you know what, I just do. I don't worry about anything else except just doing and creating what I know is going to touch their lives and make a difference. Okay, so that is the foundation I'm working with now. So it's for a matter of adding flowers, because I know she likes sunflowers. We both like sunflowers. And I think I'm going to, unless somebody says that really doesn't look good with these little things. These are, what are these things? I know there's some kind of twig or something. They're open leaf trinkets. So if somebody just says, Judy, that just doesn't going to work, let me know, because I'm in one of those modes when I'm creating for my friend that it's like everything works really, whether it really does or not. Ooh, I could easily just put this flower. So see, you have choices. I could put this flower here. I could put it here. I think I'm still going to leave it here where I originally was going to plan on putting it. And then the little sprigs are easy to move around, right? I could easily, as I'm looking at this and talking to you and showing you this, I could just as easily put one at the top and one at the bottom as the corners like I got it. I'm just going to put this right here, right? Because I want my 3D effect. I want her to see the sunshine here, feel the sunshine, feel the love. So I could, see, I did this right here on each end, which is easy to do. I could just as easily put some up here, right? I could just as easily do that as well too. I didn't plan on stamping anything more because I want the focus to be on one-of-a-kind friend. I do have some of the string here. Let me find my ribbon I made in advance so that I would not, hello Lourdes, so that I would not have to do this live. It's here somewhere. Okay, I really have a bow to go right here. All right, so I will find it. I don't see it at the moment as I was busy pushing things out of the way, but it's here because I worked hard at it. All right, so these little flowers, I could easily put a flower here, right? But I'm going to put a butterfly because I know she really, really likes butterflies, and we have them everywhere right now. They're in the trees. They're just sort of going by. But that's right. I'm going to put my bow there, so I can't put that there. Oh, okay, there's my bow. I just going to drop my butterfly. And I lost the sticky stuff of it. Okay, hold on. I'll have to get another butterfly. Oh my gosh. Let's see here. Yes, I did. I brought a pack of butterflies. I even brought a spare pack just in case I went overboard. I don't know why I think I would go overboard with butterflies that my friend likes, but I would. Thank you, Lourdes. And we still got to do lunch. All right, that one's not sticky either. All right, let's. I'm looking for, what am I going to do? All right, this is not going to work as great as I think, but I will put some sticky stuff on it. I have to go back later and redo that. I will. I just don't want them falling over the place right now. Ah. Yeah, so I have to just really scoop on those butterflies just right to get all that the stickiness underneath. So, but anyway, I have some. So I'm going to put more butterflies. Okay. All right. Let's see here. Let's get some more butterflies because it is butterfly central around here. And butterflies are just easy to plop along. So that is something that, you know, is not in the kit. And let's see here. Here we go. It's not in the kit, but you know what? It's still worth it, you know, right? Everything doesn't have to be in the kit when I'm making something for my friend. All right, so if you'll have to let me know if you prefer these trinkets on the outside, or if you like just better right up there. On these right here. I think it's either or for me. I'm either going to put them on the Blackberry Bliss or just leave them on the what I've added here. Aw, thank you, Lourdes. Okay, let's see what we can do with some flowers here. Now, I had to do a mad scramble for our life because I got to my flowers and this is all I had and all I could find, which was incredible. That shows you how much I use them. And they're just, you know what? I think I'm just going to put these on the side because I can. They're pretty, and the thing is I can also put embellishments in here as well, too. I had ran out, believe it or not, so I went and raided my stuff for our upcoming retreat, because I can, right? Because I can, so that I could put more flowers on here for my friend, because she is well worth it. Well worth it. So these are just really easy. I'm just going to put them somewhere here. We always try to do things in odd numbers. So what do we think about the trinkets? We think it should be left here at the top or on the purple, like Berry Bliss. Alright, I'm getting some likings for that. Okay, so I'm just going to add one more little flower here, and I'm just going to put it down here because I can. Right? It's because I can. So I've added a mixture of things that I know she likes. Here's my ribbon that I plan on putting right here with some glue dots. And I tell you what, I'm going to have to use my glue anyway, so let me just use my glue. Because I'm going to put the trinkets down with glue. You're going to have to use 3D, some kind of 3D strong adhesive. And I'm just going to use the glue. I'll put it right here. Because that's what I'm going to have to do on the trinkets, right? I want to make sure she sees it. I might have to put that on the very, very tip. There you go. Because I want her to see friend. Because she is a one-of-a-kind friend. And her mom's a one-of-a-kind mom, too. So there you go. Runs in the family. The apple does not fall far from that tree at all. Both very amazing people. Oh. Thank you, Lourdes. I'm going to leave them there. Thank you. Let's turn it a little bit. I got glue all over me and that. But it'll dry as clear, so we're not going to sweat the small stuff. That's small stuff. And you know, and they're easy to turn, right? It doesn't matter. We can turn them any way we want to. So I'm just going to turn it like that and that. And there we go. I'm going to leave it right there. I'll have to decide if I'm going to put, I can put pearls inside of this. I can put any kind of gems. These little flowers will let me do that. And I might add some pearls because that'll be nice. I think I'm going to. I don't have the pearls with me right now, but that's okay. So there we go. I'm going to leave it at that. I think it's enough. So here's the measurements right here. We started off with a 2 by 2. This is the green here, which is I cut the cardstock up. It's a 2 1/4 by 2 1/4, and the crushed curry is a 2 1/2 by 2 1/2, and this is an 8 by 8. And these were just leftovers cut down to 3/4 of an inch here. Okay, so with that, I hope you enjoyed that. I hope you enjoyed that and share it with others. And if you do, if you're not following us on Facebook, we would hope that you would follow us. And also follow us on YouTube, because that's where the video will be posted. We'll have pictures of this posted on Instagram and Pinterest. So there you go. So today was all about creating for a friend. It's a home decor. It can be put in a shadow box. It can be just put in a frame. Whatever is easiest for you and whatever is going to be easiest for your friend. So my friend, it'll be whatever I give her. She'll be delighted. I know it. And I just want to put a smile on her face. And that's what it's all about. It's giving her some sunshine in her time of need, right? So there you go. Be blessed. Go out there, create, share, and give. There's so many people out there. If you haven't checked with your friends lately, go out there and check on some of your close friends and all, because you know they might have a need that you don't even know about. And go out there and get them, make them smile. Be blessed, and I look forward to seeing you on Sunday, where we do the spooky treats, opening the box and creating from there. We're going to show you how we created a couple of the cards for the kids in the hospital. That's a nonprofit that we're doing this for. And we'll show you how we did 2 of those from the kit. And we'll also make one of the treat boxes as well, too. Other than that, I'll see you next Friday on Teach Me Nana at noon. Be blessed. Bye.